I mean, it's grateful. I think there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. I think the players deserve this, and I think they have that right mindset where they're focused on what they need to do, not just during the game, but during the week to prepare for it. So a lot of excitement, a lot of energy.
Boise State's in the championship game, and that's kind of a normal feeling, right? Maybe not this
I
year.
mean, you don't take anything for granted in this game. That's just the way it is. You got to fight and claw and earn your way in. And I think just based on how this season has gone, this one is unique in a lot of different ways. And I think those guys are excited about it.
I mean, you guys could be the first team in college football history to win a conference championship with an interim coach. I mean, just to with the way this whole season, how weird it's been and how it's gone, like what would it? This season's already going to be memorable, but what would it mean, I guess, to be able to reward the players, for sticking it out and everything,
Yeah.
to have that trophy
Yeah.
and that confetti falling on Saturday?
I think you kind of hit it right there. I think it's all about the players. And you can't really put into words what that would mean to them, to us, and just to see them have that opportunity, but have that feeling of accomplishment. A lot of work still needs to be done, but just the players themselves, you guys would be around them. You guys know just how good of people they are and what they go through on a daily basis and how much they work. They deserve it. So that's the biggest thing. I think it's just seeing all their work come to fruition.
From a coach's perspective, how cool has it kind of been to see, obviously 2 weeks ago when Andy got fired, they could have very easily said, okay, we're going to pack it in, but they decided they were going to rally around and just finish this job. How cool has that been to see?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been fantastic, and I don't want to say it's surprising because just the guys and the leaders we have on this team, I had a feeling they were just going to kind of rally around each other and keep wanting to play for each other and keep wanting to put their best foot forward. And I think we knew the character of that group, long ago, and I think everybody's seeing it right now.
So the second Andy was gone, like the portal opened, anybody could have left, and you didn't have a single player that's left new. And Andy said, Spencer said, give me 2 weeks, and to get the entire team literally to stick this out, what does that say?
I think it says a lot about just this university, this football program, and the type of people we bring in it, also the community support and how great this city is. That's huge factors. I do think it says a lot about Coach Danielson and his leadership and his ability to connect with those players and have them not just agree with the message, but really buy in and embrace what he wanted to do. I think that says a lot about him. And like I said before, the character of just this team and each individual is outstanding.
When did it kind of click in your mind that, like, wow, this might actually be possible to get to the championship game here? And I don't know when you guys found out that New Mexico had beaten Fresno or was way up on them, or when did you find, like, what was the moment for you?
I'm an ex-O lineman, so I'm always half glasses kind of half empty guy. So it wasn't until we actually got in that I really fully embraced it, because I don't want to look ahead or get my hopes up too much, kind of stay present in the moment, stay focused. But once we did find out and it was for sure, then it was kind of right back to work and, all right, how do we get these guys ready to roll?
What do you see in UNLV's defense? Their offense has probably gotten more publicity over the year than their defense. What did they do best, and what do you think your greatest challenges will be?
I think they do a really good job of just being multiple. They do a lot of different things. They cause a lot of confusion in certain areas, and they have talent at every position. And so I think they do a really good job just how they teach and the scheme that they use and how week to week it can change. So it causes a lot of issues that you have to work through as an offensive staff and as an offensive, as a whole. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
Boise State's got a long history of beating the odds. You've been part of some of those teams. When you played here this year, after that loss to Fresno, 0.1% chance for everything to align for Boise State to reach the championship game. Just what are your thoughts on that? And is this just another chapter in a pretty storied book for Boise State?
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's just the character of this program. I think a lot of players and probably coaches have already talked about it, but just staying in the fight, you're never out of it. Going way back to just who we are as a football program and the blue collar mentality, you're never out of it. You're always in the fight, and you keep that mindset, you keep your head down and continue to work. sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't, but you give yourself a chance.
So you said you're always a little more glass half empty. After that Fresno loss, you guys were 4-5. I mean, it didn't look good. Were you kind of thinking, okay, well, how do we motivate these guys to play 3 more games? Or what were you thinking after that Fresno loss?
I was thinking, how do we get better? How do we get better so we can win the next week? How do we get better the next day? What can we do? How can I be a better coach for my players? They deserve that. They deserve more. So that's what I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking ahead. What are the possibilities? Do we have a shot? Do we not have a shot? It's all right. What do we need to get done tomorrow? I think a lot of the coaches, a lot of the players kind of have that same mindset.
You think about winning this for the players, but a guy like Riley, 6 years,
Yeah.
and position changes and injuries and everything he's been through. I mean, team captain now. To have him up there on stage getting that trophy with the confetti fall on Saturday, what do you think that would, I guess, for you mean for him?
I mean, that means everything. That means everything. I mean, that guy deserves everything that's coming his way just because of the person, the leader, and just the fight that he has. I mean, a lot of people don't know what he's been through even this season to get to where he is, and the type of, I guess, just effort and just consistency and perseverance that he's shown. I mean, nobody deserves it more than Riley Smith.
You talk about getting better after the Fresno game, so that's been 3 games, won them all.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think the team has gotten better since that time?
I mean, there's a lot of little things, but I think it's just I would say just the process, making the reps count in practice, taking advantage of the opportunities when they come in the game, playing to their full potential. I think playing fast, like Coach D talks about all the time. I think they kind of embrace that, and they're playing because they love each other. They love the game. They're not playing for any external factors or to screw up. I think that's a huge part of it.
So to be in an NFL, just the way, as we talked about, as crazy as the season's been, to now be 1 game from a championship, you're playing in an NFL stadium, national TV, the bright lights of Vegas. I know it's a day game, but I mean, just the way it's worked out here, this opportunity that these players now have to play in a game like this, how cool is that, I guess?
I mean, it's very cool. It's very cool. It's once in a lifetime type thing. And that's the great thing about being a student athlete, being a college football player, is you get to enjoy these life experiences that most people aren't involved in. And same message, they've earned it. They've earned it. They've been through a lot. And so I'm excited for them to, live in that moment and go take it.
Coolest game.
When you looked out at Riley Smith on the field Friday against the Air Force, did you have any flashbacks to maybe your time as a player before then with that old school neck roll and sticking up out of his pads?
No, I mean, it is a little bit of a throwback. He's embraced it, and that's what I love. I mean, he reminds me of Tim Riggins from Friday Night Lights. That's what he looks like. So we've kind of gone back and forth, but that just goes to show, man, he's going to do whatever it takes to play and help out this team.
Coolest game you've played in when you were here?
Coolest game I've played in?
You got a lot to pick from.
You know what? I mean, everybody would say the Fiesta Bowls and everything, but I always thought the day games against University of Idaho at home were always a lot of fun. Back then.
You, as a player and as a coach, have plenty of experience in championship games. This will be UNLV's first ever championship game. Our current players have experience in championship games. Is there a small, even mental advantage to having that experience going into this one?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've won one. It's been a while since some of the coaches have been in a championship game. We got a lot of young guys that are playing, so I think there's still a lot of new. So I don't think that it is a huge advantage. So we just got to prepare like we always do.